Hello, my crafty friends and peeps. How's it going? Crafting with Lucretia coming at you with another Whip and Chat video. So, before I get started and tell you what all I'm working with and on and yada yada, go to the kitchen, go to the quick stop down the road, whatever. Get you a beverage of choice. I've got some iced coffee here. It is late in the morning here. I got up late and I ate breakfast late. So I'm still working on coffee and breakfast. I had to do some stuff this morning. You know how life is. It's always interrupting. There's always something you got to do somewhere somehow. Right. So this is going to be a whip and chat. Obviously, I am working on trying to get my one square down for my mystery this week. It's becoming challenging because life keeps interrupting. But I'm trying to get this one section done. All I gotta do is one section a week for the mystery thing, and yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Let me adjust the camera so you can actually see my mystery piece that I'm working with. Don't look. There we go. That's more of where I'm working on. So I'm trying to do this section right here. It's 15 and I don't know, wherever it was. The two numbers I had this week, they were side by side, so it's like two bottom sections. Yay. You don't get that too often. So, yeah. This is my Chuck Pinson mystery, so if you don't want to know what it is, don't look at the edges because I don't have it blocked off. I don't have it super zoomed in. Y'all, I'm getting tired. The week's not even done yet. I'm just tired of yeah. It is what it is. If you want to see it, it's there. Part of it's there. You can see what I'm working on. If not, just treat it as an audio podcast or whatnot and listen to me ramble because I've got the stories, okay? I got a piece of paper here with some notes and I got the stories and hopefully I get them all done. We'll see. Let me grab a sip of coffee. Please hold. Sometimes you just need a little bit of coffee to get your day going and get your brain focusing. I mean, it doesn't really work with mine, but hey, it's a nice thought. Okay, so I told you the picture I'm working on. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone ringing. I'm like, oh no, last I need is an interruption. This is my pin from Lady Lathe. This is from Vicky Peterson. She made this for me. I won the rights to buy it. It's her first segmented pin. It's so pretty and it works so good in my hand. The putty I'm using at the moment is from Black Dahlia Diamond Art. It is the, what was it, January scent of the month. This was pink sugar. I almost said pink sands. Anyway, there's her logo. If you want to, she's fixing to drop new scents for June. Go on Etsy and go Black Dahlia Diamond Art. It's one of my go-tos for putty. Okay, it's wonderful stuff. And I'm not saying that because she's a friend of mine. She's a really sweet lady. She just got her a 3D printer thing and she's been playing. So she's got more stuff coming to her shop. Go check it out. She's got cover minders there. She's got putty there. She's working on a few other projects. I don't know if she's released them yet, but she's got stuff. Go check her out. My drills are in Harbor Freight boxes. And my little container that I'm putting them on is from Creations Moraine. It's that little blue organizer thingy, and a pair of tweezers from my friend Heather. That's what I'm working with. I think that's everything. Let's get started, okay? I'm working on H. So, first stories of the week. First of all, how was your Memorial Day? Did you thank a vet for your 3-day weekend? I sincerely hope so, because it's because of them that we have that day. And it's not just for barbecue and family. It's for remembrance of the fallen ones that gave their life so you could be free. Okay, so go hug a vet. I'm married to a vet, so if you don't know a vet, just simply say thank you down below. You're welcome. And I'll pass on the thank yous to the hubby. And a few other vets that I know. So, there's that. That was Memorial Day. We didn't really do anything for Memorial Day. It was Monday. I'm just not a big holiday person, especially when it comes to, like, especially the military ones. I know I should be, but it makes me sad. It really makes me sad to think of all the people that died so I could keep my freedoms and the life that I have. And it's sad, so I don't really like talking about it a whole lot. But, I hope you were able to enjoy a little bit of Memorial Day. Maybe eat a burger. Now, we did make burgers. I will admit, I made turkey sliders, and they were fantastic. I recently hit a sale on the grocery store for ground turkey, and, oh man, we've been pigging out on turkey sliders. That stuff has been awesome. And so that's what I've been doing anyway. That's what we did for Memorial Day, and I think Quincy mowed the yard that day, or maybe it was 2 ring. I don't remember. That was last week, y'all. My focus has been off. I went to the doctor here last week or two for my annual stuffs, blood rechecks, prescription refills, see if I need to do any tests, which I need to schedule my mammogram and there's another test that he wants me to do. And so I need to schedule those 2 things. Yay. And as part of the annual stuff. And we'll go from there. I did get my blood test back. No, I'm not going to tell you all the details of it, but I still need to work on my cholesterol a little bit. Duh. I mean, he told me I still needed to lose weight. I'm still trying to lose weight. I'm still watching what I eat, trying to exercise more. Doing more, trying to push myself a little bit to do just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Now, do I pay for it the next day? Oh, heck yeah. My body's not used to working out, let me tell you. But I'm trying. I've got to try because I don't want to be insulin dependent diabetic. Okay, right now it's controlled by exercise and diet and meds and a pill. I do not want it to get... I've seen too many of my friends go that way, and they have either bad reaction to the medicine or what have you, and they just have bad side effects. It's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to stop it now, or at least I slow it down. But anyway, yes, Mojo says hello, by the way. He's right here. Right here at my hand. I'm petting his head right now. He's doing, both my dogs are doing great. Let me tell you some funny dog stories, okay? Well, some are funny. It wasn't so funny for the bunny, but, it's dog stories, okay? Okay. So, as most of you know, I got 2 healers. Mojo is my first one. Sadie is my second one. Mojo is the purple one. Sadie is the blue one. Yes, I said purple. Mojo is a mix of red and blue, so I call him my purple dog. So he's my little purple baby, even though he looks more like a cross between a red heeler and a blue heeler. He's got the gray coat on the back, but he's got some red points on him. I don't know. He's a weird color. But, yeah, I know. I'm talking about you, not to you. Go lay down. He's right here in my room. You can hear me petting him. Go lay down. Go lay down. So anyway, back to the funny dog stories. Let's see. Last week before it started raining, it's been raining for the last 3 or 4 days, I was out with the pups and out just walking in the yard, looking at my flowers in the garden and what have you, and heard a squeal. And I knew what that squeal was because I was a country girl. I'm a country girl. And I knew it was a bunny rabbit in trouble, and one of my dogs had it. And then I saw Sadie run by with wiggling bunny rabbit. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I ran after her to try to save bunny rabbit. Unfortunately, I did not manage to save the bunny rabbit. She ended up killing it, and it died pretty much right in my hands. And yeah, I had to bury said bunny rabbit in my flower garden out just outside the fence where we, there's a couple kittens there, there's a couple birds, there's a couple squirrels, there's now a bunny rabbit. Sadie is on a killing spree. I kind of wish she'd go after Hubby Wubby, but that's probably a little too big for her. But yeah, so she's on a killing spree and needs a little bit of training because I try to take them both to the park, and I can't handle them both because they're just too strong. If you know anything about healers, they're a strong breed. Even my little girl, she is a strong, tough tugger. Okay, she's tough. And trust me, every now and then they play tough, and it's like, ooh, you're gonna kill each other, and I have to go in and break it up. It's like, no, enough. You're making it look too rough. And she's playing rough, and I just I know Mojo can take care of himself, but I just like, y'all, I don't want to see that. Act nice. So I'm going to have to train her a little bit, work on her manners a little bit. If it ever quits raining and if my yard ever goes from non-squishy back to solid. Yeah. So, let's see, what some other doggy stories I needed to tell. Told you about Sadie and the bunny rabbit. Told you about the leash work. I think that's all the doggy stories I have. If not, I'll go back to them. Let me tell you about the alarm system. Yes. So this last Saturday, I know it's almost Saturday again. So this last week, we got an alarm system. Okay, these guys were going around town advertising this one company, and I saw it on Facebook that hey, these people are going around town. It's please do not shoot them. They are just advertising and trying to sell alarm systems. And me and hubby had been talking that we had wanted one for a while now, because even though we live on the good side of town, there's been some weird people pass through. Okay, we had one person on our lawn passed out. This was a little a couple weeks ago, and it's like yeah, we've had a person passed out in our front yard underneath our tree. They were just sitting there resting, but they had fallen asleep. And I'm like, okay. You can't stay under my tree. You've just got to go. And, we did have that one, it was a robbery, but it was just they broke into the garage and stole a couple of Quincy's tools. And never did get him back. And so, because of that, he was wanting, a little bit better security than just the dogs, because obviously they didn't do nothing. Or Mojo didn't do anything. We just had Mojo at the time, but, he may have barked, but that was all, and he's always barking, so it's like, what's he want? No, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Probably just disregarded it, but, yeah. So we got a new alarm system. Let me tell you about it. I'm not going to go into the deets about it and whatnot, but it's from the company of Vivint. Vivint, I believe is how it's spelled. If you want to go look it up and see if maybe I'm not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for a home security system, I don't know what's in your area. I am in Missouri. The company is in Utah, I believe is what they said. So they may cover your area. They may not cover your area. I don't know. Call them and find out. Also, with the prices, they have it's based on the equipment that you purchase that you need. So prices are different for everybody. Call them and find out if you're interested. Okay. Okay. So anyway, the guys came by, did their spill. Quincy was home doing dishes at the time, and the guy stayed, super late. Well, not super late, but late, showing us what he recommended, what he thought, what we wanted, versus what we wanted, and stuff like that. So then the installation guy came over the same night and got it installed. Yay. And he stayed again later into, it was about 9 o'clock. And that's, late for Quincy to stay awake and functioning. And he was dozing off, and he told the guys, like, I've got to go to bed. I get up in a couple hours and go to work. And the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry. We are just about done, and yeah. Yeah, poor Quincy didn't get much sleep that night, and but that's okay. We got the alarm up and running. The guy, showed me how to work it, how to arm it, so after he left, I was able to arm it, and I wrote down the information for Quincy and put it by his chair, because by then it was like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was cleaning up from all the boxes of the stuff, and trying to do that before I laid down. And so I left the instructions with Quincy by his chair, hopefully that he would read them. He did not. And so I went to bed and did not get woke up until about 4:30 by the awful sound of the police pounding on my door. And I'm like, what? Here I was dreaming I was in SWAT or something. I'm like, what? No, it was real life, people. They were, my alarm was going off. Quincy had gone to work, and they did not turn off set alarm, because we're not used to set alarm. And, the cops were called. It works great for calling the cops. It really, truly does. I'm not going to lie. It calls the cops very effectively. Now, had I been awake, and known he was not going to turn off the alarm, I would have woken up and turned it off. But I didn't even hear him get up and start his day. I was dead. Okay? And so I guess that's what the cops thought, I was dead, because on their end they see a man leaving the property, and they didn't put two and two together that it was my stupid husband leaving for work. I mean, come on, he's carrying a lunchbox in the video. What burglar takes a lunch? I don't know. Maybe a lunch burglar or hungry burglar? I don't know. But anyway, he was seen carrying a bag, which was his lunch bag, and going off and getting in the truck. Hello, it's his truck. But anyway, so it tripped the alarm. Cops woke me up about 4:30. Yes, hubby has ungodly hours. He leaves about 3:30. So, the whole alarm was going off for about half an hour. And I was dead to the world, and the dogs finally woke up because people were starting to pound on the house, and they were woofing and letting me know, hey, something's wrong. And I'm like, what? Oh, it better be important. And so I go look out my kitchen window, because I can see the front yard from there, and I see like 3 cop cars with lights on. I'm like, this ain't gonna be good. And of course I hear the alarm going off, and I go turn off the alarm real quick, and then they start, they keep pounding on. They're like, hey, you turned off the alarm. Great, there's someone in there. And I'm like, oh shit, watch it be about the alarm. Sure enough, I open the door, there's a cop pounding on my door, and I was like, yes, can I help you? And he's like, yeah, you turned off your alarm, great, you're alive. And I'm like, again, 4:30 in the morning, I'm like, alive, yes, vertical, yes, awake, no. I'm like, you want to run that by me again? He's like, yeah, we saw a man leaving on the security camera, that there was a man leaving the house, and the alarm was set off. And we were trying to make contact because we were thinking you had been hurt. And I'm like, there's no one here but me and the dogs. But man, we have this video of this guy going to a truck. And I'm like, was it like at 3:30 in the morning? And I'm like, well, yes, ma'am. How did you know? I was like, because that's Quincy. Going to work. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Can we just, come in and make sure everything? I was like, everything's fine. But I let him in and I was like, let me put my dogs up. They might bite, and I don't need them shot. And they came in and made sure everything was okay. And I was like, it's just the alarm. I set it last night, and hubby was supposed to turn it off and didn't remember that we have an alarm, and so he didn't shut it off. So yeah, I think this alarm is going to be more a headache than it's probably worth. But, hey, we have an alarm. Yay. Swig of coffee. I need it for the next story. Hang on. So on that note, well, it's not on the note, but same topic. Hubby stories. Okay, now we're switched from dog stories to hubby stories. So now, hubby is thinking I need to stop diamond painting. Yeah, this is where the stories start to get scary, okay? Yeah, real scary. Well, not super scary, but, never mind. You'll figure it out in a minute. So anyway, he decided that I need to stop my diamond painting. Okay, I need to stop buying so many diamond paintings. I need to stop working on said diamond paintings. He just wants me to stop my hobby altogether, like a smoker cold turkey. Right? Well, wrong. Very, very wrong. Hang on. Got the hair in my canvas. Is that a white one? That's one of the dog hairs, y'all. I guess I really need to start doing that washi tape trick around the edges. Because I'm tired of plucking. I know I shed, but my goodness. That was a dog hair. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. Griping about the hubby and my diamond painting no buy, low buy, yada yada. Okay, so let me get those somewhere. Ouch. That's not the right color for that. Okay. So anyway, hubby and his thinking he's going to try to control me and, not have my diamond painting, crafting, coloring, yada yada, any of it. I mean, not just diamond painting, but coloring and yada yada, and it's just like, yeah, no, for your safety, you better not do that. Now, for most of you that have been around my channel, I, like most people, one, I enjoy doing diamond painting, okay? I just like doing this hobby. It's fun. You get a pretty picture out of it. Okay, now I do have friends that I can sell it to, and I can frame it and sell it and at a flea market and put a couple up here and there. And, maybe make a little bit. I don't make that much. I think I usually sell them for like $50, which is way below the price of the kit. Plus the framing is like another 20, 30. So, I don't make anything off of it. But I also don't have enough wall space. So, I keep painting and I'm running out of walls. Small house, you only have so many walls, right? But anyway, I do this for my mental health as well. It helps me focus. It was one of my counselors that started, that told me about, diamond painting and adult coloring and getting a hobby. It might help you focus, yada yada. Yes, it does, to some extent. And then hubby starts doing his jack stuff and wanting to try to control my stuff. Okay? Well, yeah, that's not gonna work too good. It's just not gonna work too good. And here's why. Well, I'm not gonna go into all the why, but hubby has some extracurricular activities that I don't really want to indulge everybody's business in my business. But he's spending the money on some stuff that he don't need to be spending the money on. And giving it to people that obviously don't need it. But, yeah. And so I told him, I was like, no, I'm not going to stop my hobby. I will try to slow down a little bit. I will try not to buy anything. And of course, here comes DAC with their lovely anniversary sale. They're like, oh yeah, hold my beer. Oh, you're going to go on a no-buy? Yeah. Here's 50 more kits to look at. One last shot. I'm like, talk about your bad timing. So I'm trying not to look, even though I do look. So far I'm safe. There's nothing there that I really want. Although they had a cute little owl, but you know, I have plenty of owl pictures. I told my friends over in the group I'm in that I was like, as long as they don't come out with like a new Pinson, a new Abraham Hunter, a new Lorenz, I will be fine. And they're like, oh yeah, good luck with that one. And you know, I was like, yeah, thanks. So I get talking to one of my friends the other day, and he's an artist. He's like, yeah, I got a picture coming up Saturday. Make sure you try to grab it. I'm like, okay, great. So I know his is in the sale, and he's a pretty popular artist, so I know he's going to have one, at least one. And plus, I go down and see him Saturday, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to be driving while I'm trying to buy your painting. Lovely. Okay. I'll have to pull over about this time it releases so I can find me a McDonald's or something and use bum their internet. order my picture. I know I'm gonna at least try for that one. I gotta try for that one. So I get to get up with meet him on Saturday, and let him see my diamond painting. Let him autograph it. For those that don't know you, it's Rick Lorenz. Yes, I'm friends with Richard Lorenz. Okay, yes, I know. He does not realize how famous he is, okay? This man is so humble and kind and everything. He does not realize how popular his birds are in the diamond painting world. His art just kind of took off after diamond painting and just whoosh. But I did finish my mystery kit for the one that I was doing for the Lorenzathon back in January. So yes, I do have a finish. That reminds me, I need to make a video of that one and post that one. So yeah, that one will be a short video. I may make it a short, but yeah, it's done, and I'm gonna go get it signed, and then I'm gonna go get a frame for it at like Hobby Lobby or Michaels or somewhere. See if Michaels is having their frame sale. I think they are this week. They usually do something for like week after Memorial Day. So I'll have to check and see if I have any points and whatnot I can use towards framing it. And because I want to make sure I keep his autograph on there. So yeah. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. And see what he's working on. Maybe get some sneak peeks of his current whip. Depends on if we go by the house or not. You know, see the studio or not. Or if we just meet up at our usual place. So, don't know. Weather depending. You know, he doesn't like getting his artwork out in the wet environment. I don't blame him. It tends to melt. And I'm not so sure it'd be good for my diamond painting either to get sopping wet, even though it'll be protected. But you know, wet. So, yeah, there's that. That's gonna be fun. It's always fun it's like visiting with friends with him and his wife Tina. They're a hoot. I want to find out the story behind my mystery painting. I know the birds' names, and I just want to find out. There's a story behind every picture he does. I just want to find out that story. You know, what's the story behind my picture? I would just kind of like to know that. But do you see any more H's? I don't see any more H's. But then as soon as I put that color up, boom, there's going to be another patch of H's. You know how that works. You know how that always works. Okay, so we're going to put up the H's and hopefully cross your fingers that I don't have any more H's. So, yeah, I did get my kit done. I am happy I got my kit done. Ugh, that thing was a beast to do. 6 months, y'all, it took me to work on that thing. I'm slowing down in my old age, I think. I'm not going to be doing as many events, I don't think, as I would love to, because I just can't simply finish. The one I was doing, Just Breathe, is wrapping up at the end of this month, which is what, Saturday? And there was another one coming up the 1st of June. I don't think I'm going to participate in it. I've got so much on my plate right now. I've got 1, 2, 3 more whips over there behind me. 4 if I count the Coop Sweet Coop that Dum Dum wants me to finish for his stupid friend that I would just like to torch. Yeah. We won't mention that. But yeah. I've been avoiding that picture for a reason, and I may just finish it and sell it. Like, I'm thinking about doing this pencil because it's not really my cup of tea. But, you know, hey, it's done. Maybe I can make some money off of it, right? I don't know. But that's where I'm at with that. Plug out to my mental health. We are wrapping up the month of May. Wow, where has this year gone? Where has this month gone? It's just been running. Before you know it, it's going to be the holiday time again, and it's just going to be, yeah. Wow. I know, this year is flying by. So, anyway, plug out for mental health. Keep on top of your mental health. Do not be ashamed to ask for help. Here lately, my mental health has been, this last week, I've had some hard times. I've had some issues come up. You know, I've had a hard patch here and there, and even though I'm on medicine, prescribed medicine, I still have my weak moments and my rough moments, and you know, things are not always as good as they might seem. So if you know someone that suffers from mental health, check in on them. If you yourself are suffering from mental health, it's okay to not be okay. Go get some help. Go do something fun for yourself that you enjoy. Whether it's be reading a book, taking a walk, taking a jog, starting an exercise routine, doing a craft, coloring, painting, diamond painting, sewing, whatever floats your boat, gets you a little bit of me time. You are important. You are enough. You are loved. If anyone ever needs help, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I do respond to emails. You can email me. My information is down below this little video. You can always email that video or with the information on that video and reach me. You know, I do care. I do care about mental health. It's a very, very important part of my life and my story. I too have lost friends from mental health. I suffer myself from mental health issues. So you are not alone. Okay? So take care of your mental health always, not just in May. Let's see. I think that's everything I wanted to mention. I'm checking my notes real quick. I'm you know, just the funny stories. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope that's it. I'm running out of things to say. So, anyway, I'm going to keep plugging along on my Mr. Kit. It's got to get turned in by tomorrow. I've got to get some stuff done. So, I'm going to throw it over on a book and listen to that. I will see you in the next one. You guys stay crafty, stay fun, and remember, enjoy the little things, okay? Enjoy the little things. I got to go. My Amazon delivery truck is pulling up. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.